Putin's three daughters, Maria Vorontsova, Katerina Tikhonova, and Luisa Rozova, lead lives dripping with luxury. Their wealth was so intoxicatingly immense that it provoked the US government to sanction them. From Maria, whose collaboration with the medical enterprise Nomeco brought her an impressive sum of 597 million rubles, to Katerina, whose magnetic leadership spearheaded a provocative $1.7 billion campus expansion project, to the youthful allure of Luisa, who seductively claimed a luxurious mansion on Kameny Island at just 18 years old. These young women, hidden in an irresistible veil of secrecy, have seductively woven their influence into academia, business, and global politics. In this video, we will uncover how their power pulsates through every whispered story of their accomplishments. Let's begin with the net worth and lifestyle of Putin's daughters. Putin's daughters, Maria Vorontsova and Katerina Tikhonova, do not lead public lives. Their public appearances are as rare as whispers on the wind, with no tantalizing glimpses of their world gracing Russian papers. The public is left to wonder, their lives cloaked in a veil of quiet elegance and unspoken allure. More than anything else, Putin does this out of concern for their safety, knowing fully well that he has made a few enemies after all. In a bid to keep his daughters a secret, it was alleged that his children went to school using false identities. He did this by ensuring they did not bear his name in school. But now his daughters have blossomed into captivating young women, each carving out her path with poise and ambition. The eldest, Maria, has drawn attention not only for her striking elegance, but also for her impressive acumen. It's reported that she has amassed a fortune exceeding $10 million within 3 short years, thanks to her affiliation with a prestigious and well-connected medical enterprise. Despite the shadow of her father's political stature, Maria has carved out her own identity, particularly in the eld of medicine. Her expertise in endocrinology did not just remain within the corners of academia. Maria Vorontsova took her knowledge and applied it to real-world scenarios, which eventually led her to the new medical company called Nomeco. In 2019, Maria made a significant career move by becoming a co-founder of Nomeco. As a co-founder, Maria poured her passion and energy into shaping the vision and direction of Nomeco. Her involvement was far from superficial. She was intimately engaged in the strategic planning and decisions that would carve the company's future. Her presence on the Directors' Council exuded a commanding allure, amplifying her influence and allowing her to guide Nomeco with a seductive blend of ambition, vision, and determination. Nomeco, under Maria's alluring and visionary guidance, quickly rose as a formidable force in the medical industry. The company pursued innovative medical solutions and forged partnerships that regained healthcare delivery with elegance and precision. Maria's role was magnetic, her seductive charm and strategic-ness drawing in powerful alliances and securing investments that fueled Nomeco's meteoric rise, solidifying its place as a trailblazer in the eld. From 2019 to 2022, Maria Vorontsova's involvement with Nomeco was not just about leadership and vision, it was also about financial success. During this period, she earned an astounding 944 million rubles, equivalent to $10.7 million. This impressive earning was a result of her strategic decisions and the profitable ventures that Nomeco embarked upon under her leadership. Under Maria's leadership, Nomeco's annual earnings saw a dramatic increase. In 2018, the company had no profits, but by the time Maria joined as a co-founder and member of the Directors' Council, the company's earnings skyrocketed. By 2021, Nomeco's annual earnings had reached 197 million rubles, nearly $6.8 million. In addition to her earnings from Nomeco, Maria also received a monthly salary from Moscow State University, where she was nominally registered as an employee of the Fundamental Medicine faculty. This position, while not as financially rewarding as her role at Nomeco, provided her with an additional income stream. Her monthly salary of 110,000 rubles, approximately $1,250, added to her overall earnings, showcasing her ability to maintain multiple income sources. Maria Vorontsova is now married to Yevgeny Nagorny, 33, who complained over a decade ago online about police torture under Putin's repressive rules. These achievements make it clear that while Putin kept his daughters out of the public eye, he ensured they received a quality education and the tools needed to carve their own paths to success. The second daughter, a former acrobatic dancer with a grace that commands attention, is no exception to the legacy of influence shaping Moscow's elite. Katerina Tikhonova, widely believed to be Vladimir Putin's second daughter, has woven an intricate tapestry of wealth and and power. Her allure lies not only in her poised elegance but also in her sharp intellect, driving her success through high-profile academic achievements, corporate prowess, and state-backed ventures. Her rise is further adorned by intimate connections with influential Russian oligarchs, solidifying her place among the next generation of power players in Russia's elite circles. Katerina was largely unknown to the public until 2015, when Reuters confirmed her identity after rumors about her role in Russian academia began circulating. Reportedly using her maternal grandmother's surname, Tikhonova, she held a prominent position at Moscow State University, where she directed numerous state-funded projects and led a high-profile $1.7 billion campus expansion project. At the university, her social advisors included close Putin allies, many of whom were former KGB associates of her father. This elite network has not only provided her with professional support, but has also helped channel state resources toward her initiatives. Her research contributions and leadership in developing scientific projects further solidified her academic reputation. Tikhonova has also represented Russian science at international events such as the St. Petersburg Economic Forum. The extent of her influence in Russian scientific circles is difficult to measure, but it is clear that her ties to the Kremlin have facilitated her projects, as seen in the substantial government funding and organizational support she has received from her marriage to Kirill Shamalov. In addition to her academic career, Tikhonova's wealth grew substantially through her marriage to Kirill Shamalov, the son of Nikolai Shamalov, a close associate of Putin and a shareholder in Bank Russia. Bank Russia is widely considered a personal bank for Russia's elite, and it has reportedly played a role in managing the wealth of high-ranking officials and oligarchs. Shortly after his marriage to Tikhonova, he purchased a 3.8% stake in Sibur from Gennady Timchenko, another close Putin ally, for a reported $100, far below the stake's estimated $380 million market value. This deal not only elevated Shamalov to billionaire status, but also underscored the advantages available to individuals in Putin's inner circle. The wealth from these corporate ventures enabled Tikhonova and Shamalov to enjoy a life of opulence with luxury properties in Russia and abroad. They acquired a villa in Biarritz, France, valued at about $3.7 million. This villa, along with other high-end properties in exclusive Russian neighborhoods near Putin's residences, illustrates the luxurious lifestyle awarded to them through these deals. Investigative reports based on leaked emails and documents by iStories and the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCRP, revealed the couple's extensive spending on property and furnishing. Aside from the two older daughters of Putin, there is another alleged daughter of Putin named Luisa Rozova. It was reported that it was Putin's former maid-turned-millionaire, Svetlana Krivonogic, who birthed her. Luisa was born into a wealthy and privileged family, but her life has always been surrounded by mystery. People whisper about who her real father might be, making her story even more fascinating. Though no official confirmation exists, the threads linking Luisa to Putin have sparked endless curiosity. Her lavish lifestyle, marked by indulgence and luxury, serves as a seductive hint of her possible ties to the powerful Russian leader, leaving those who follow her story captivated by the mystery she embodies. The wealth that surrounds Luisa and Svetlana is staggering. Svetlana is reported to have amassed a fortune estimated at $100 million, a gur that includes financial and property assets. In the heart of St. Petersburg, surrounded by lush greenery and the tranquil waters of the Neva River, lies Kameny Island, an area known for its luxury and exclusivity. Here stands a grand property, rumored to be the childhood home of Luisa Rozova. This residence represents the lavish lifestyle of Russia's elite. Listed by the prestigious real estate RM Engel and Volkers, the property is a penthouse that covers over 4,800 square feet. It is one of only 21 apartments in the private Berezovaya Alley complex, known for its seclusion and exclusivity. The building's classical design is surrounded by a moat, enhancing its privacy and prestige. This isn't just a home, it's a fortress of luxury. Inside, the RS level of the penthouse features a grand living room decorated with plush furniture and elegant decor. Adjacent to the living room is a large terrace awing stunning views of the Neva River, creating a peaceful retreat from the city's hustle and bustle. On the second floor, a serene bedroom offers comfort and tranquility, while a playful children's room adds a light-hearted touch. This floor balances peace and fun, reflecting the diverse needs of the home's residents. The third floor is where luxury truly shines, featuring a luxurious wet bar for entertaining, a sleek home theater for private screenings, and a sun lounge decorated in dazzling gold foil, perfect for basking in sunlight and indulging in the extravagant lifestyle the property offers. This property is a place where privacy is highly valued and every need is met with careful attention. More than just a house, it provides a way of life that most people can only dream of. After the publication of Luisa's name and her potential ties to Putin last year, her social media following surged by thousands. The teenager was frequently frequently seen traveling on a private business jet, shuttling between Russia, Monaco and Paris. By the age of 18, she had launched her own fashion line and was quickly gaining recognition as a sought-after DJ. Her brand was described as awing casual clothes for everyday wear. She was seen arriving at her 18th birthday celebration at a popular Moscow club in a BMW 7 Series, which was previously assigned to the Russian culture minister. Luisa gained 84,000 followers on Instagram, where she shared glimpses of her lavish lifestyle. Liza has a taste for luxury items. That's pretty much all that she posts on her Instagram. Luxury stew that she owns. However, after receiving significant backlash, she suddenly disappeared from social media, leading to concern and speculation among her followers. A critic recently commented on Liza's latest Instagram post, pointing out that the caption was a clever pun. The critic explained that when the letter B was read in Cyrillic and the rest in Latin, the brand name spelled Vovochka, a diminutive of Vladimir, which referred to her father, Vladimir Putin. The critic went on to describe some of the reactions to the post, which were filled with resentment and frustration. One comment mentioned that it was nice of Liza to buy luxury items with their money, while another lamented that she had just spent their grandmother's pension. A third commenter expressed that they saw their parents' money being spent, and another harshly criticized her, claiming that she had bought the items with their taxes. There were also accusations aimed at her father, with one person telling her to tell him to go away after claiming he had ransacked their country, and another blamed the city's poor infrastructure, stating that he now understands why the roads in the cities never get X'd. The critic summarized the more scathing remarks, including one that suggested Liza's lavish lifestyle came at the expense of the Russian people. One commenter had sarcastically noted that it was not cheap to sustain her luxury lifestyle and claimed that her father had to kill and poison people with Novichok, raise taxes and increase the retirement age. After reading these troubling comments, it becomes clear why Putin was so cautious about revealing too much about his daughter's identities. US sanctions, Putin's hidden heiresses. Katerina Tikhonova's activities have not gone unnoticed internationally. Following the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022, both the United States and the European Union placed sanctions on her and her sister, Maria Vorontsova. The sanctions are designed to curtail Putin's ability to subtly wield his family's influence as proxies in managing his assets, while also restricting Tikhonova's intimate access to wealth and holdings beyond Russia's borders. US officials have revealed that many of Putin's financial desires and interests are entwined with the names of his family members, making them alluring targets in a sweeping eort to disrupt the intricate web of global financial activities tied to the Russian elite. The roots of these sanctions can be traced back to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, which has seen Russia face widespread condemnation for its military aggression. The situation reached a boiling point with the horrific events in Bucha, where evidence emerged of civilian massacres allegedly carried out by Russian forces. These atrocities prompted a global outcry and a renewed commitment from Western nations to impose severe consequences on Russia. President Joe Biden in particular has been vocal about the need for accountability. He has repeatedly emphasized that Russia must pay a severe and immediate price for its actions in Ukraine. The decision to target Putin's daughters is a direct response to this call for accountability. It re-acts a strategic shift in US policy, moving beyond traditional diplomatic channels to apply personal pressure on Putin himself. The claims that Putin hides his vast wealth under his daughters' names add a seductive layer of mystery to the story. For years, quiet whispers and rumors have suggested his fortune could be worth billions, yet much of it remains hidden, carefully cloaked behind a web of trusted allies and close family connections. By sanctioning Katerina and Maria, the Biden administration aims to disrupt this network and expose the financial underpinnings of Putin's regime. Despite the wealth that Luisa, Putin's third daughter, appeared to have amassed, she was excluded from the sanction. A few years after the sanctioning, Putin's RST-2 daughters resurfaced as speakers at St. Petersburg's Economic Forum. The daughters of Russian President Vladimir Putin rarely make public appearances, but this time they took part in panels at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. Maria Vorontsova, the 39-year-old daughter of Vladimir Putin, presented herself as a genetic research scientist, making her RST public appearance in years. She led a discussion on bioeconomics at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, SPIEF. That same day, Katerina Tikhonova, Putin's 37-year-old daughter, introduced herself in The Guardian's report as both a technical manager and a rock and roll acrobatic dancer, speaking proudly about the defense industry's role in supporting Russia's technological independence. SPIEF, widely regarded as one of the year's most significant events in economics and politics, has been compared to the annual Davos meetings in Switzerland. Russian media reported that this year's theme was establishing multipolarity, forming new growth centers, and Putin expected to meet with world leaders on the sidelines. countries. The absence of Western delegations and strong participation from South American and Asian countries added a heightened political dimension to the forum. Various media outlets mentioned that Putin's daughters made an unexpected appearance at Spief. The New York Post noted that although neither Katerina nor Maria spoke much about their professional experiences, their attendance was intended to bolster the image of their father at the forum. The Guardian observed that Putin's children and their allies were increasingly gaining access to business and government roles, indicating that their aging parents were working to ensure a continued transfer of power and influence. Meanwhile, the New York Post reported that Ronald Marks, a former CIA OSA, suggested Putin was now at an age where he was considering his legacy. Marks noted that both daughters were known to be intelligent, and if they could attract attention and represent their father, Putin would likely seize the opportunity. Let's take a closer look at the fortune that shaped Putin's empire. Vladimir Putin's wealth is a mystery that tempts the imagination, cloaked in allure and endless debate. Officially, as Russia's president, he earns a modest salary, yet his world whispers luxury, a life adorned with grand estates, gleaming yachts and treasures far beyond the reach of his declared income. This tantalizing disparity stirs curiosity. Where does the real power of his wealth lie? Some suspect a labyrinth of hidden riches, woven with ties to influential allies and lucrative business networks within Russia. These connections could make him one of the world's wealthiest gurs, though the truth remains hidden, slipping like silk through grasping ungers. Speculation swirls like smoke, intensifying the mystery. His fortune, veiled and earthly protected, becomes not just a question of numbers, but a story of shadows, power and intrigue. Russian President Vladimir Putin officially earns a salary of around $140,000 per year. However, his lifestyle suggests access to significant wealth far beyond this income. Among his notable assets is a massive 190,000 square foot mansion by the Black Sea, nicknamed Putin's Country Cottage. This luxurious estate features frescoed ceilings, a marble swimming pool with Greek statues, and even bathrooms with Italian toilet brushes valued at $850 each. Running this mansion costs $2 million each year and requires a stay of 40 people. It has everything from a private theatre and a helipad to its own vineyard. However, the luxury of the palace comes with controversy, as reports claim it was built using funds linked to corruption and favoritism. Beyond the Black Sea, Putin's residences include a luxurious dacha in Novo-Ogaryovo, just outside Moscow. This estate serves as one of his primary residences and is equipped with state-of-the-art security features, ensuring the president's safety and privacy. The dacha is a blend of traditional Russian architecture and modern luxury, offering a serene retreat from the bustling capital. Putin's taste for luxury extends well beyond his impressive residences, with his collection of high-end assets reaching extraordinary levels. At the heart of this collection is his EET of aircraft, which rivals those of any world leader. The standout of this EET is an Ilyushin Il-96, a long-range jet outfitted with a lavish neoclassical interior. The plane is called the Flying Kremlin, worth $716 million and is equipped with the latest technology. The design features leather furnishings, rich walnut veneers and gold accents, showcased by touches of Russia's tricolor, creating a sophisticated and luxurious atmosphere. No matter the destination or agenda, President Putin and his onboard guests have access to a full suite of amenities. Onboard facilities include a private OCE, multiple meeting and conference rooms, a relaxation lounge, a guest area, a mini gym, a large dining space, a bar, several showers, and a medical unit equipped for various emergencies. For safety, the Il-96-300PU is outfitted with advanced defensive features to ensure the secure travel of the president and his guests, whether they are family members or government officials. The aircraft is shielded by multiple protective layers against potential threats, including a radar-evading coating and an onboard anti-aircraft defense system, though many details about these safety measures remain classified. Additionally, visible external security measures ensure a high level of protection at all times. There are multiple copies of the Russian president's aircraft of choice, just like how global leaders have sets of identical cars. In case an international visit is required, at least 2 of the 3 extra government Il-96s will be prepared, helping obscure which specific airliner the president and his guests board. Furthermore, Russia Beyond explains that the additional jets follow as reserves dating back to a 1970s rule. The president's love for the high seas is evident in his collection of yachts. The most notable is the Olympia, valued between £27–40 million. This yacht was a gift from Roman Abramovich, with its interior designed by the renowned Mark Hampton design house. The yacht has a helipad, a swimming pool, and luxurious cabins, tea for royalty. This vessel is often seen cruising the waters of the Black Sea, a clear proof of Putin's taste for the NER things in life. Vladimir Putin has recently added 2 more vessels to his yacht collection, bringing the total to 10. the dictator acquired a 68-meter vessel named Chaker. Priced at £28 million, the 54-meter Chaker Seagull was a lavish experience with amenities such as a jacuzzi, gym, beach club, barbecue area, and a swimming pool. The yacht also comes equipped with jet skis, diving gear, and shing equipment for added enjoyment. The crown jewel of Putin's yacht collection is the Scheherazade, valued at £500 million, with some insiders speculating its worth at £750 million. This six-deck marvel features swimming pools that can be converted into dance oars, a spa, a theatre, a gym, and not one but two helipads. The luxury extends to the smallest details, with nearly every inch of the yacht adorned in gold, including the toilet paper holders. Putin's wardrobe is another area where his wealth is on full display. His collection of watches is particularly noteworthy, featuring timepieces from prestigious brands like Patek Philippe and A. Lange & Söhne. These watches, often crafted in white gold and encrusted with diamonds, are valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars each. Additionally, he travels by a unique 22-car ghost train. This train costs $74 million to build and costs another $15.8 million annually to maintain. The train's features include a fully equipped gym or sports health wagon, a skincare and massage parlor with anti-aging machines, a tiled and fully equipped Turkish bath steam room, along with lush bedrooms and ornate dining cars. There is also a movie theater, several cars LL'd with communication systems that allow Putin to remain connected to and informed about the outside world at all times, and an entire car housing a diesel power generator. The train is heavily armored. The doors and windows throughout are bulletproof, and it is stocked with life-saving medical equipment and facilities. Forbes has been unable to verify Putin's ownership of assets worth $1 billion or more, keeping him on their billionaires list. Despite this, Nancy Bill Browder proclaimed before the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee that Putin is the richest man in the world with an estimated net worth of $200 billion. While Putin enjoys luxurious estates and yachts, millions of Russians are struggling to get by. They face low wages, rising prices, and limited access to basic services. This growing gap between the rich and everyone else is causing frustration and making people question a system that concentrates so much wealth at the top. Putin isn't the only one whose source of wealth has been making the rounds. His ex-wife Lyudmila also has a part to play. The former wife of Russian President Vladimir Putin helped create and now supports a foundation that owns a historic Moscow property, generating millions of dollars from tenants. The building was renovated with help from associates of Putin, and the rental income is paid to a private company owned by a person whose name is the same as the maiden name of Putin's former wife. Corporate records show. The foundation was created in 2002, and in September 2006, Rossiyskaya Gazeta described Lyudmila as a trustee of the organization. In an interview with the newspaper that year, she used the term "we" when discussing the foundation, and three sources currently familiar with the foundation's work said Lyudmila supports a literary prize and publishing arm that the foundation runs. The CDIC has OCEs in Volkonsky House, but most of the building is let out to tenants, including two big state banks. The tenants pay rent to a company called Meridian, which is 99% owned by a company called Service. Corporate and property records reviewed by Reuters in early May showed. Service, according to a state register of corporate entities, has been wholly owned since 2014 by a woman called Lyudmila Alexandrovna Shkrebnyova, which is the maiden name of Putin's former wife. Reuters was unable to in documents confirming that Shkrebnyova and Putin's ex-wife are the same person, but other connections besides the name point to the former RST lady and the owner of Service being the same person. A previous general director of Service was Olga Alexandrovna Tsomayeva. Several Russian media reports refer to her as the sister of Putin's former wife. Tsomayeva could not be reached for comment. The Kremlin Property Department supervised the renovation work on the Volkonsky House in Moscow's Vozdvizhenka Street, according to rental documents reviewed by Reuters, even though the building no longer belonged to the state at the time. A source involved in the renovation reported that Lyudmila Putina, who was still the president's wife at the time, visited Volkonsky House to inspect the work. The source, speaking to Reuters on condition of anonymity, noted that everyone knew the Kremlin Property Department was closely overseeing the process. The source added that whenever Mrs. Putin came for an inspection, Vozdvizhenka Street was immediately closed down. The Russian bank VTB, one of the current tenants in Volkonsky House, alone pays more than $2 million in annual rent, according to a tender document posted on a government website in 2015. Reuters was unable to establish the total income Meridian receives from renting out space in the Moscow property or what it pays to the CDIC Foundation. The company's accounts for 2015 show revenues of 225 million rubles, $3.89 million, but do not disclose where the money goes. Reuters sought comment from Meridian and the CDIC via letters, telephone telephone calls and visits, but received no reply. The Kremlin press service did not respond to questions about the president's former wife. The arrangements appear to tee a pattern in Putin's Russia, whereby people close to the president benefit from contracts, loans, grants, or assets from state enterprises or entities closely linked to the Kremlin. Reuters has previously reported how Putin's son-in-law, Kirill Shamalov, became a billionaire after marrying the daughter of the president and acquiring a large stake in a leading Russian gas and petrochemicals company. Reuters also reported that Shamalov acquired substantial property in Biarritz, France, from Putin's close associates. Putin's name has long been linked with luxury, a kind of golden touch that seems to transform those within his orbit into overnight billionaires. Yet, it's not the glittering fortunes of his allies that may dean his legacy, but the untapped potential of his daughters. Their rise to prominence could well script the next chapter of success for Russia, hinting at a future where nuance and innovation carry the day over mere wealth. If you enjoyed watching this video, then go ahead and click on any of the cards on your screen for more.